Luna's food, just the standard supermarket stuff because she's mad about absolutely anything. And Tofu's food, fancy €3 tins of very special dog food, which we have to change every few days because he's very fussy. Tofu, it's a good boy. Come in. Would you like to show everyone your coffee routine?
No, because I think I'm gonna get mocked for it.
Mocked?
It's too complex.
Mocked on the internet?
Yeah.
Go on, show everyone. I'm sure they'd like to see.
It's not that special. It's just more. It involves more steps than the average Nespresso machine user.
Will you make me a decaf coffee, actually? I kind of fancy one.
Yeah.
Thanks. Today is the day I'm finally going to do something with all of these eggshells they've been collecting here for ages. Some of them have been roasted in the oven, dried out in the oven, which I believe releases more calcium or makes them better to digest for the chickens, because what I'm going to do is blend them all up and add them back into the chicken food. The most recent ones haven't been roasted because we haven't been using any kind of oven over the last few months, but I'm sure it's fine. I think he's starting to lose a bit of fur.
Yeah.
Must have had his winter coat on still.
Yeah.
You're getting less fluffy. Oh, there's loads coming out. Oh, that's nice.
He likes his leaves.
Yeah.
Especially the really fresh ones.
What are you doing?
Just cleaning the chicken coop, getting all the poo, the solid poo out, which we then put in the compost pile. I would say, if you're thinking of building a chicken coop, make the priority #1 for it to be easy to clean, because this one is not easy to clean and it makes this job a job that you don't want to do as often as you should. So that would be my recommendation. Make things to the size of the people that use them, because this chicken coop is not built for me.
It's built for chickens. Got some eggs in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually planning a bigger chicken coop in this area behind me, and we'll build it, I think, out of brick, and it'll be bigger. We also want to house ducks as well, or some other birds, so it needs to be bigger, and we want to expand our flock because we sell quite a lot of eggs, and we could definitely sell more. What I think we'll do when we build a bigger coop is have as the base mesh, not a chicken wire, but something stronger with like very fine squares in it. Maybe with just some planks across so that the chickens have planks to hop on, but basically whatever they do will fall through the mesh onto the floor, and we'll have the chicken coop elevated, and we'll be able to come in with a broom or something and sweep out from underneath the coop where everything falls down. That way we're not trying to get into the coop to clean it, which is super awkward, and it just keeps it cleaner in there as well, which is also good. So that's currently what we're thinking, but yeah, for now Mauro is squeezing himself into the chicken coop to clean it every few weeks. Come on then. Come on then. So to make this rug, I am using this, it's called like a rug backing material. It's a kind of sticky, plasticky mesh material which you can buy to attach to the back of rugs so that they don't slip. I think you can find it by googling rug mat. Took me ages to figure out what it was called. And what I've been doing is putting these little strips of fabric, poking them through into every other hole. I found that if I did every hole, it was too dense and it kind of curled up on itself, so this is good. It also is a little bit less work because there's a lot of holes in this stuff. It's not the quickest way to make a rug. There's lots of ways of making rag rugs, but this is one way that I wanted to try, and I really like this effect of it all like bunching up here. I think it's going to be really nice to walk on and feel underneath your feet. And time is honestly one thing that I have at the moment, so I don't mind. I usually do about, I don't know, maybe 10 rows at a time. Doesn't take that long and it soon begins to grow. So it started to rain, so I've moved inside with my fabric stuff. Meanwhile, Mauro has been working in the polytunnel. He's been doing some stuff in there, so let's go and see what he's been up to. One thing we really want to achieve this summer is growing stuff in the greenhouse. I don't know how many seasons we're going to get out of the plastic, maybe only 5, so I don't want to waste one season where we could be growing stuff in here. To grow stuff we need to build a bed, so that's one thing that we've had on our to-do list for a little while. We're going to start with a small bed just in this corner and we want to line it with logs. That's just so that we can raise the height a little bit. Logs are also like a really good border. They seem to work a bit better than stones in my experience, and they'll allow us to fill it with some compost because the soil in here is pretty bad. Mauro's been chopping some logs and we've been bringing them over here. We've got a few just to get started. At the minute he's just digging them into the ground so that they're nice and sturdy, and then we will start filling in the area with some bagged compost mixed with horse manure.
Yeah, see how the water just doesn't infiltrate into the soil at all. This was where the goats were before, so it was completely uncovered and just blasted by the sun.
Yeah.
So super dry land, basically rock, no life, no worms, nothing.
Take the flowers off the tomatoes so that they put more energy into growing, and we're going to pinch out the little bits that are coming in between, so you can see any of those, pinch them out. We're going to take off the bottom branches as well and plant up to here. Got a couple of aubergines here as well to see how they do, and a daisy. Just having a very simple lunch. It is leftovers from yesterday, barbecue tofu, rice and some greens from the garden, because I don't fancy going out here and getting anything fresh from the garden. At the moment it's pouring with rain. And Mauro is having his in a wrap with mate. Just going to take the dogs on a little walk this evening. I don't always manage this, but today I'm going to give it a go. Oh, the cockerel has escaped. What are you doing? What are you doing there? Go on, down you get. Go on. 3 of you. Oh, this was my fault. I left this flap up and they jump up here and get out, so not surprising. Come on, back you go. Go on, in you go. And you. Go on, in you go. Oh look, I always find some abandoned, often broken toy on these dog walks. Today we've got a old tennis ball. And another one. Actually this is a favourite, I'm gonna keep this. walking very slowly and carefully because any impact kind of triggers pain, so yeah, I'm just trying to keep my steps very gentle and not trip over or fall down any holes. I think you've seen this walk before. This is the walk we often do, so you've probably seen it in videos before, but we're just getting to my favourite spot along this walk right now because there's one little spot where you get to and you can look out across the hills and the valleys and you can't actually see anything man-made at all, and I just really love that. You can kind of pretend you're in like another time or another world. Here we are. Well, you can see some terraces just over there, but ignoring those. Let's say hello to Moses on the way past. Picking a few bits and pieces for dinner. We've got lots of green leaves. There was a garlic scape which I missed before, the last of the broad beans, and a little bit of parsley here. This courgette doesn't look great, it's got a bit of a funny end, but I think the top half will be alright. We've got another pretty big one in here. Mauro is going to make a stir fry tonight, so I think with what we've got here, I'll give him plenty to work with. Here you go, this is your challenge. Make something with this.
Okay, see what I can do.
Do you know what everything is?
Yeah.
What's this then?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that is.
It's a garlic scape. Chop it up small and use it like garlic.
Okay.